What's the absolute worst case of karma you've ever seen? Ms. Miller was the kind of teacher you wished you had for every class. I'm talking about someone who actually gave a damn about us, which was rare at our school. She taught sophomore English, but honestly, she was more like a guidance counselor, therapist, and mom rolled into one. Every morning, she'd stand by her classroom door greeting each of us by name, asking about our weekends. She knew which kids had divorced parents, who was struggling with anxiety, who needed extra help with essays. Her classroom was this safe zone where the popular kids sat next to the quiet ones, and somehow nobody minded. I remember a rumor went around that a kid from our class was homeless and was sleeping outside. Ms. Miller noticed him not eating and started accidentally packing 2 lunches every day, saying her husband always made too much food and she hated seeing it go to waste. She'd leave the extra one on his desk without making a big deal about it. She started a homework club after school, but really it was just her staying until 8 p.m. helping anyone who showed up, ordering pizza so kids wouldn't have to go home to empty houses. Ms. Miller wasn't just teaching English, she was holding our entire world together. But then the craziest thing happened. Ms. Miller walked into first period with her head completely shaved. The entire class went from laughing and talking to dead silent. You could hear the fluorescent lights humming. She acted like nothing was different, started talking about our upcoming essay, but everyone was staring. She'd always had this beautiful long brown hair that she'd wear in different styles, braids, buns, ponytails. Some days she'd even let students practice hairstyles on her during lunch. Now it was just gone. Someone's phone buzzed, and I saw them typing furiously under their desk. Within minutes, the whole school knew. By lunch, everyone was talking about Miss Miller's bald head. The woman who'd spent 3 years taking care of us had done something completely out of character, and instead of concern, all she got was whispers and stares. The other teachers didn't know what to think either, and just dodged the question whenever we asked them what was happening. We all just assumed she'd lost her mind, or was having some midlife crisis, because she started dressing differently too. Someone posted a photo of her on this anonymous Instagram account our school had, with the caption, "Walter White started teaching again." Comments poured in comparing her to a cancer patient, which was obviously meant as an insult since she clearly wasn't sick. She was still coming to school every day, still teaching, still staying late. Some jackass started a rumor she was transitioning, and people actually believed it, making jokes about pronouns and hormones. You could see it in her eyes when she'd walk past groups of students who'd suddenly stop talking. She looked exhausted, dark circles under her eyes, but she kept showing up with that same warm smile. I tried asking her what was going on, why she'd done it, but she just touched my shoulder gently and said, "Don't get involved, sweetheart. They might turn on you too. Everything's going to be okay." She was protecting me from the very people she continued to protect. 3 weeks later, everything came crashing down. We were in the middle of discussing symbolism when Miss Miller just stopped mid-sentence. Her hands started shaking, and then she was crying, really crying, shoulders heaving, tears streaming down her face. She told us to just do our work and sat back down at her desk. Nobody could focus, because the room was dead silent except for her sniffling over at her desk. Everyone knew they messed up bad, but just wanted to know what was going on. She was scrolling through her phone, clearly trying to hold a lot of tears back. At the end of the very awkward class, someone asked her if she was okay. She finally stood up again and told us what was really going on. "Sorry guys, it's my husband," she finally said, voice breaking. "He actually passed away last night." She touched her bald head. "I shaved my head when he lost his hair from chemo. I wanted him to know he wasn't alone, that we were fighting together. I know you all made fun of me for it, and that's okay. You didn't know." The room felt airless. All of a sudden, all the kids who made fun of her were crying too. That was her last day teaching. And the funny part is the kid who called her Walter White just got diagnosed with cancer.